Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 34 of Direwolf20's FTB Retro Series. Making lots of EMC, look at it all coming in. It's crazy how much I'm making. Yeah, so what I did between episodes was I was playing around with this whole setup. I've got the rotary macerator here, chewing up like crazy with 16 overclocker upgrades in it, and I noticed I was using exactly, it doesn't tell me here because of, I'm not sure why. It might tell me down here. It's weird that you're saying 0. I don't know why you're saying 0. It's 100% not true. But anyway, when I had just one of these in here, I was reading this guy, and he was using 256 EU per tick, which is exactly half as much as he can output, which is 512. So what I did was said, hey, I can very easily double this. And so I did. So I have power going out the bottom now into those guys, and I doubled the system. So we've basically got a filter that pulls out, I'm doing about 20 blaze rods at a time, because that's about how much we process. You'll see there's a little bouncing back and forth going on. That happens every now and then, which is why I added this extension here. So if we get too much bouncing back and forth, ideally, eventually it would bounce into this direction, but we'll see. The rotary macerator, working pretty well. It's cruising. Things are going great. Then this thing back here is pulling out from both. So we can see that, a bunch of blaze dust. Some of it goes into the top, and it'll eventually bounce back over to here. I did replace this with a restriction tube, meaning this is the last place items will go, because it's no longer further away than this one was. So now it is, because of the restriction tube. And that's pretty good. So basically all I did was add another rotary macerator here, and then just tweaked some of the piping. Figured I could do that off camera and you guys wouldn't mind too much. And then we've got the timer here set to about 4 seconds. And it seems to be going good. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Ideally, I don't want too many of the blaze rods kind of getting stuck in the system. It looks like we're piping a little bit more than we need to, because we're getting more bounce back than I was earlier. But you'll notice my power is staying pretty happy right where it is. We've got overclocker upgrades, and we've been crafting solars. So what I've got up here is the 512 solar. So during the day, this runs just fine. And then I threw one more medium voltage solar in there. See how it's the medium voltage texture of the solar? Yeah, medium solar, right? Which isn't even generating power. Look at you. Huh, what a derp. So you're generating power. So are you using less than 512? I thought you were using 512. But you seem to be getting more power. It's crazy. I don't know what's up with that, but that's cool. I should let this read for like a while and see what's going on over here. So maybe I don't even need that medium voltage, to be honest with you. Though I thought, yeah, interesting. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I guess we'll see what happens at night. But I'm gonna leave the medium voltage back here. Good, you're within line of sight of the sky. Which means we'll just get that much more power. Nice. Cool. So hopefully, we'll see what happens overnight. If the 10 million EU buffer that we have is enough to keep the machine running. Hopefully it will. Meanwhile, over here, our oil finished. Hooray! Which means we're really only waiting on honey. And while I was doing all that, I was kind of babysitting my bees a little bit. Some of them are still alive, some of them are dying, and that's fine. These guys, I'm pretty sure I got everything to the point where all of my cultivateds are cultivated, fast. There should be no more iteration of normal speeds. So you're doing just great, and you're making honeycomb for me, which can go in there and get processed. And I've also been processing my refractory wax, as you can tell. So the same over here. This guy, so this guy wasn't, but he's cultivated meadows. Cultivated meadows. You're annoyingly stuck in that annoying place to be. These guys are still in progress. This guy might be good and done now, right? Cultivated fast, cultivated fast. What I'm going to do is move the ones that are perfect over to here. So you're cultivated fast, right? So we're happy with your progress. You are bad. And the meadows drones can go away. See you later, alligator. You were cultivated fast, so we'll keep you. You're cultivated meadows, so you're going away. Sorry, drones, and you're doing just fine. What were these guys, by the way? Cultivated fast, cultivated fast. Nice. Alright, so now that we've got that going, I will probably start with another Meadows Princess. And we'll put you... So you're still running, you're done. So we're going to start breeding you up to the cultivated fast world. And that's cool, right? So lots and lots and lots of honeycombs, which is what we want. So you're purebred, you're purebred, you're a purebred, right? Or no, you're cultivated valiant. You still have a little bit of work to do. Should probably move this guy over to one of these. So this thing's purebred, so we'll move him down to this line. You can sit next to here. Your noble. Your speed is slower. There's really, I mean, short of introducing cultivated and trying to breed them back, it's just an annoyance to get them to be better. So drop all this stuff in here, and we should be cool. It's nighttime, so you're gonna chill until I sleep through the night. I don't want to sleep through the night, though, because I would like to see how you manage to do without solar power coming in. So you're no longer getting power. What is up with this? Is this thing running, like, so fast? Or what is going on? Are you receiving a redstone signal or something? Like, why does this look like it's dropping, but you're not sending power out? Now I'm super confused. Did something derp? I logged out and logged back in, and everything was working fine, but it looks like we're losing power here. And you're not sending power. Emit if full, emit if partially filled, emit if empty, do not output energy. Nothing. I don't want to break and replace this thing, because that would be awful. Oh, there we go. Simply rotating it seemed to do it. Okay, cool. So let's see what your EU per tick is. 9.48, huh? Okie dokie then. Still not understanding that. But you filled up your internal buffers, so that's cool. Maybe it's moving so fast. I don't know. Seems like some kind of weird bug, but I'll take it, because dark matter. Ha ha ha. So much dark matter. It's amazing! So much dark matter. I'm loving it. Alright, so that's processing. Just out of curiosity, there's not a more efficient way to get blaze powder, right? Just macerator? It would be cool if there was like augments I could put on the macerator to give me even more, but that doesn't exist, as far as I know. Alright, now, so this is not using power too crazily. It's weird. It's like using really small amounts. Let's sleep through the night and we'll come back. Alright guys, the next thing I started working on is filling up my refractory seed capsules. So, I just crafted off camera over here the 8 stacks of refractory capsules that I need, using a bunch of the refractory wax that I had. You can see I've got almost none left. We're still waiting on a lot of honey, which you guys should be working pretty hard to produce. So you're a purebred cultivator, I don't have to worry about you. You are also purebred this. I don't have to worry about you. You're still almost dead. There we go. I really need to automate these guys. I am afraid to now that I lost my really good bees due to an automation accident. Let's analyze these again. We got cultivated fast, cultivated meadows fast, cultivated fast. Nice. So that means that you are now purebred. And you are cultivated meadows, that can go away. I don't need that. You are being worked on. We're gonna want, whatever you become is not gonna be good. Because you're the first generation. The first generation is guaranteed to be half and half. So watch. If we check this guy, we'll see meadows cultivated, slowest fast. Guaranteed, right? So, I know for a fact what you're gonna be, and that you're not good. So we'll put the cultivated fast in here, and without even scanning these guys, I know they're bad. Cool. But back to what I was working on. So I made the refractory capsules that we're gonna need. I won't lie, I recorded it, but for some reason my recording derped and it didn't catch it, so sorry. But long story short, we picked up the bottler that we had, which was over here, and we plugged it into the power line down here. dire wired it up. You guys love the dire wire. You know it. Don't pretend you don't. And I'm using a steam engine here, which is maybe a bad idea because it could explode, but it should. 64 seed oils? I thought you only held 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Am I making more liquid than I need to? What is up? How do I have 64 seed oil capsules? I thought you held 8. Do you hold 16? Is that what you hold, is 16? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only need half as much oil as I made? Well, I mean, it's not like this was hard, right? It was just set it and forget it. So that means we're actually almost there. We're about halfway done with seed oil, or with that stuff. So that's actually kind of exciting. All right, well, let's break you then. Come here, you. Thought I had my magnet on. I did not have my magnet on. Did I lose my coal? No, I didn't. Good. Cool. Okay, so basically what we're doing, so let's get water next. So this is annoying because I had like the exact amount of liquid that I needed, and now I have twice as much liquid as I need. And I feel silly voiding it. How annoying is that? Oh, you're annoying. Could have sworn these were 8s, but they're 16s. It's fine. It's fine, Direwolf. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, lever, coal, and then that guy. I guess what I'll do is 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we need. So if I just broke this one, right? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine, right? So we're voiding a little bit of liquid here. I don't care. None of this was hard to get, really. I mean, everything was automated. It was just set it up. We waited a little bit longer than we needed to, but we're still waiting on that stuff, so, I mean, this was EMC'd. Most of this was EMC, right? The only thing that wasn't is the one that we don't have enough of yet. Everything else was just EMC, straight up. Easy peasy to get. Dire you derp. But that's good news, because we really are about halfway there on this. So that's cool. All right, so let's set you to run. So that's one set of refractory capsuling done. So we can put you in there, get this stuff out. The other thing I want to look at while I'm waiting for this to fill up. So you should be filling up, and we're going to get water. Cool. That should go. I want to look at how much matter I have. The answer is quite a bit. Nice. All right, let's sleep through the night because I want my bees making my honey. And we should be close to both quests being done here. And then we really just have the red matter quests. And that's it. How crazy is that? So let's do like 32 of these, right? Because that's about how many more I need. Boom, already more. 32 plus the 9 that we have is 41, which is 1 more total than we totally need. So we are in really good shape with EU matter. That means we can craft that quantum armor set, which I still want to make one for myself to wear. So, you know, 41 more iridium, please. It's actually going really well. You're running up pretty well. We're actually producing a decent amount of scrap. We're keeping up with that thing, which is pretty crazy. So you should be draining out all the water. And in theory now, when this tank is empty, this guy should be done, right? And that's what we should be looking at. What I could have, instead of... No, because there's not autarkic pulsars here. But what we could do, if we wanted to be smart, instead of using a lever, maybe we can detect liquid in tank redstone signal. Because I don't want this to blow up. If I leave this alone for a little while, this engine will eventually turn red and explode, I believe. That's the downside of steam engines, if I'm not mistaken. And if that exploded right now, I'd be sad, because I'd have to recreate some of this liquid, and nobody wants that. So what we'll do is make sure this works, because in about a second, it's going to finish draining all that liquid out. See? It's already turned green. If that thing turns red, it might explode. shenanigans. So that guy's almost empty. And then as soon as that tank becomes empty, it should turn off the engine. And that's what we'll use for the rest of the liquids. So you're at 54 capsules, 55. You're almost completely empty. Just got a few more tick marks there. Making progress. It's awesome. It didn't have the upgraded pipes in this mod pack, did it? Ones that could pump out faster than wooden ones? Nah, I didn't think so. Alright, there we go. So look, ta-da! Turned off the engine. Nice. Alright, and we got our 64 water capsules. Let's take care of the next one. And some of these we'll do off camera, obviously. We won't be doing them all on camera, because that would become repetitive and boring. And I try to avoid that in my videos, in case you guys didn't notice. So, magnet. Cool. So you're gonna go steam engine here. The gate, and then the liquids. And the gate will say liquid in tank, redstone signal. And this guy, and you'll run. And then it'll automatically turn off. And you get this to start filling up. Cool? And that's the next resource that we need. Meanwhile, over here, we're going to want to turn these into iridium plates. So I did kind of the math on what we need to do for these. So we'll leave one in here. Well, one of these can sit in here. And you can be used to make iridium plates with 4 advanced alloys and diamond, right? So we're going to need 10 iridium plates, because if we're looking at quantum armor, we need 2, plus 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Okay, so that means that we're going to need 40 advanced alloys and 10 diamonds. Luckily, advanced alloys are pretty easy for us to make. 40. You guys do your work and have some fun. While that's crafting, we will get ourselves some diamonds, which are here. So we'll pull out 1 diamond in addition to the block, which is 10. Cool. The other things we're going to need for this are Lapitron crystals for each, which aren't too bad to make, because I just made 6 of them, so that shouldn't be too hard. I think it's a bunch of lapis. We're going to need a total of 8 electronic circuits. So we'll do 8 electronic circuits. Request. Nice. You're making the advanced alloys that I need. We'll be back in a minute. All right, check and check. So let's go craft. So diamond. What is this stuff? Alloys on the sides. Cool. And then iridium ore, right? Iridium plates times 10. Nice. We're also going to want about 4 diamonds and some redstone. So let's get 4 diamonds and a stack of redstone. Half a stack to be exact. Burn that guy back up. And you're ready to go. This, and that. Cool. Beautiful. So that's that stuff. So in addition to what we've already got, we're going to need rubber boots for this. We're going to need machine blocks and glowstone for this. So let's go get 2 machine blocks and 2 glowstone, just because we have it over here. 2 machine blocks and 2 glowstone. What am I going to need for you? 3 advanced alloys. 3. And for the helmet, we're going to need 2 advanced circuits and reinforced glass. So we're going to need 2 more of these and 2 advanced circuits. Luckily, I set most of this up with auto crafting, because that would have been a nuisance, right? You can go away. You can go away. A little bit more inventory cleanup could be done. And auto crafting all complete? I think so. I didn't miss anything, right? We'll find out. So glass. Thank you. And advanced alloys. Nice. Alright, so the helmet is reinforced glass. The rest of which we probably won't need for now. I'll probably just take this off my hotbar. That's a little bit better way. Let's also get the suits. So the helmet piece is going to be helmet reinforced glass, Lapitron crystal, iridium on the sides, and advanced circuits. Boom. Quantum suit complete. Helmet at least. So that's one down. The next one, we'll get all three ready to go because I think I've got enough. So the body armor will require you in the middle, this up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 advanced alloys. Your check off the list. Nice. The leggings require the machine blocks on top. And Labitron 2 iridium plates. And the glowstone. Nice. And then finally the boots just need 2 sets of rubber boots, which are rubber and wool. So a dozen rubber, which I can go request over here. I should be able to get that no problem. There we go. Pretty quick. And 2 pieces of wool. I think I had some in here. Nice. Rubber is complete. And you become two rubber boots. Nanosuit, iridium, Lapitron in the middle. Nice. So that, my friends, is that. Then I think the last thing we need is a piece of uranium. That I want to say goes into the singularity compressor to turn into refined uranium. And then we're going to want 8 empty cells, which should be a really quick craft. Near depleted uranium cell. Is there something funky with this thing? 4 equals 16. Yeah, it seems right. Okay, why is this thing not actually have any kind of thing crafted in it? Probably a leftover from a long time ago. All right, if I'm correct, we're ready to do a hand-in. Am I correct about this? I think I am. So let's do this. Let's confirm that I've got the power armor. Power Ranger requires nano helmet, nano body armor, nano leggings, nano boots. Check. Quantum helmet, quantum boots, quantum leggings, quantum body armor, and a near depleted uranium cell times 1. Because it's not saying anymore. I think we're ready to do a quest hand-in, guys. Here you are, Mr. Beast. I've got your items for you. Ta-da! If we go upstairs, we should see that opening up. So in theory, we completed one of the remaining 3 quests, which means there are only 2 left to go. And we got single-use batteries. Spells out TROLL exclamation point. Troll reward. I'm not even removing them from the inventory. They can stay in there. As far as I'm concerned, them and their troll rewards. How's everything going over here? Everybody happy? Nothing too crazy happening? MFSU is good even though it's nighttime? Totally good. Neat. And wow, we're getting a lot. I think we've gotten 3 stacks since we looked over here last. And this should be done, right? Complete. Awesome. 64 biofuel capsules. All right, off camera, gonna go put another set of capsules in there. All right, coming up next, biogas refractory capsules. Hooray! While that's cooking, you're doing good. You're doing good over there. Really? Who's shooting at me? I heard a skeleton. Where is he? Did you guys hear a skeleton? Am I crazy? Or was there a skeleton? Oh, look at where you decided to hide. You sneaky little devil. Who'd have thunk it? Alright, so that's cool. Let's think about... Oh, you're not compressing? Now you are. Let's think about what's next. So really, it's just a matter of waiting for my bees to make enough honey. Which, by the way, bees, go back to work. I have a lot of cultivated princesses at this point. Probably because they all have the best offspring trait that exists. I'm not going to scan you guys right now. I'll play with you later. Because I know that you might not be perfect. But the thing I will do is take my excess bees out of here. Cool. Alright, so the remaining steps are the red matter stuff, which hopefully I have enough EMC for, and then just the honey, which I'm going to go squeeze the last of my honey before we wrap up this episode and see where we're at. So we've got 2 plus a little bit of honey. We'll pop this into here, and we'll see how much this gets me. I don't think it's much. I don't think I get much honey for this, but we'll see. Alright guys, so we're probably getting close to wrapping up this series. The honey, almost done. Maybe another 2 or 3 stacks of honey, which will just be off-camera bee producing work. This lava's almost finished up over here, so that's cool. I got my biomass capsule. What else? Once we hand in the honey, then we don't have a lot more going on. And we've got this to complete and this to complete. I may need a lot more EMC. We'll see. Next episode, we'll come back. We'll look at what's involved in making some of those crazy high-end items. And what our EMC current status is with all this and all the other dark matter I've got laying around the base. And then we'll play it by ear. We might have to upgrade. We might have to run some more machines. We'll see. For now, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. As always, take it easy.